What's good with y'all? Welcome to another episode of Sideline All-Stars. I'm your boy Cheese. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share that video for us. Leave a comment. I got my host with me, Key, in the building, of course. How you doing, Key?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
And then we got our boy in the building, Phonze. What's
What
good,
up? What
Phonze? How
up?
you doing? Appreciate you coming on to the pod.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so this a different pod today. We only talking combat sports, boxing and MMA today. Uh, the first topic we got Haney versus Keyshawn. How you feeling
hmm
about that? He got ordered. They ordered the fight. They said they gotta make it happen, or Haney gotta give up that belt.
Man, listen.
I think it's good for them to fight. I think what they got 20 days to make a decision on whether they got to fight or not.
Yep, and then they gonna
So
start
hmm
making purse bids.
I think that's what they need to start doing though, because honestly, I'm tired of like all these high caliber fighters kind of ducking each other. You know what I mean? Kind
Hmm.
of going to smaller fights, just getting the bag. Let's just let's actually line them up and see who's good. You know what I mean? Like let's put great versus great, and we could settle the score like that. You know what I mean? So I'm actually glad that there's some action of trying to order people to fight. So I like that.
Fonzie, how you feel about it?
Shit, man. I think it's dope. I think it'll be a good fight for sure. I think it's needed for the sport of boxing. I can kind of understand some of the issues that maybe people in the welterweight division might have with the fact that Keyshawn bumped up what one weight class? What was he before?
Mm.
Regardless, he
I
bumped up to that
forgot.
weight class, and some of the issues that I guess people are having with it are the fact that he has no victories in the welterweight division, but yeah, he's the number one contender, uh,
Hmm.
or the number one challenger. So I can see that why that's an issue for some, but also on the flip side, man, I think it is a fight that the sport needs, um, and I think it's a fight that they want. You know what I mean? You see how problematic they've been with each other. You know what I'm saying? You seen Keyshawn, he been trolling. He pulled up to, then he pulled up to Devin Haney hood and was like, "Where you at? Where you at?"
Yep.
So
Hmm.
I think it's a fight that needs to happen for sure, and I'm excited to see it happen. I think they're gonna come to an agreement. They're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, I think this was the right fight for it in the order. Uh, in my opinion, Devin Haney he should have it,
Hmm.
but that aggression that Keyshawn has is probably gonna be a problem. So you gotta see how Haney is gonna handle that. And then plus, I mean, Keyshawn could take a punch.
hmm
Hmm.
So if that jab don't affect, because that's what Haney gonna use. He gonna use that jab. If that jab not
hmm
affecting and keeping the distance like he want, then Keyshawn gonna be a problem because Keyshawn is aggressive the whole time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, no, for sure.
So
And
his dad gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
hmm yeah, no, I agree, man.
I honestly think Keyshawn got it though, in my opinion, because I mean, Haney already had a problem with Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? So, but whether the outcome of whatever he was on or whatever the case may be, but I think that didn't affect him too much. But I think Keyshawn really got it. He's really aggressive. He's young. He's hungry. So I think he's when he gets in these bigger fights, I think he's definitely gonna show up and show out. So I
Yeah,
definitely got Keyshawn on this one.
I think this is more important for Haney because I mean a lot of us, including me, said he lost to Loma, or we
Oh
felt like
yeah,
he
Oh,
lost to Loma.
he lost to Loma and Ryan, in my opinion.
Yeah,
yep.
that was BS. And then the Ryan Garcia thing, you seen they said all you have is a left hook. All you have is a left hook.
hmm
And then he got put down how many times with just a hook? They said that's
I think
all
it
you
was,
got. You got to throw
was
something else. And then he said Garcia was like, nah, bro, I'll just keep throwing it. And it
hmm
kept landing. So if they can't make no adjustments in the fight, which is what they're gonna have to do, because they're gonna have to go off script and make adjustments in the fight. And then if they can't, then they're gonna have to. It's gonna be a long night. And then if that's still a problem for them, Devin Haney gonna have to choose like between his dad or go get a new real coach.
hmm
hmm
Cause who he working with right now? He working with somebody, or is dad still the main person in the corner?
You know what? Good question, bro. I don't know if he's working with anybody else. I never knew Haney to work with anybody else.
I
So
think he got somebody for training camp, but I don't know who's going to be the main person in the corner giving him his
They
advice.
said that his core coach is Bill Haney, his father, and then his head trainer is Mickey Bay,
Okay.
and also boxing legend Shane Mosley also. So he
uh
has a few good people in his corner.
Yeah, but Joe Pop's not making no adjustments. He didn't make adjustments to just the hook.
Yeah,
hmm
That's gonna be an issue.
yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Because I
So
definitely think.
obviously for this one, I think Haney gonna be the A side.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think so. I think you got a point, man. Because I think Keyshawn got a bigger bag than Ryan Garcia do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yep.
In terms of his versatility. Ryan Garcia,
Yeah.
man, that's my dog for sure. But like you said, bro, if the left hook is a problem for you, what you gonna do when the nigga follow up with the right hook? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do
Right,
Yeah.
with somebody who's pretty good at breaking down the body? You know what I'm saying? And
right.
so Keyshawn Davis, he's a big puncher, he's aggressive, so he's got great timing. You know what I mean? And so we gonna see what it is, man. He's physically strong. It do look like Devin Haney getting in that gym though, putting in that work to build that strength up. So I respect it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? But Devin Haney,
Yeah, I
he's a
think
good
it's gonna be a
defensive
good
fighter.
fight.
But I think that we gonna see. It should be good for sure. But I would say Haney is the A side for sure.
Yeah. He's the A side for this fight for sure.
None of them are
Uh
coming in with belts, right?
Haney has the belt.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's got it.
That's what Haney be hanging his hat on for why he should always be the A side because he has the belt.
Right,
But everybody else be like, bro, we don't care,
right.
hmm
right? Because that don't always matter. Sometimes it matter.
Right,
Depends on who it is. Like if you fight Tank, it don't matter.
Yeah,
Tank gonna be A side because Tank don't
for
care
sure.
about the belt. But also everybody tuning in for Tank.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't know
Haney
though.
lost a little bit.
Max Kellerman don't really seem to think that Tank is the most important Davis anymore. He think Keyshawn is the most important Davis now. He said when you hear Davis, he think of Keyshawn now. He don't think of Tank no more. What y'all think about
Yeah,
that?
he
Would
just
y'all agree with
talking.
that? He said what?
No,
Yeah, he just talking.
Yeah,
no, he just talking, bro.
Yeah,
Ain't
yeah,
ain't nobody gonna say, "Hey, bro, you seen Davis fight?" They gonna say, "Who? Tank?"
yeah,
And
yeah,
then you
yeah,
gonna say, "Nah, Keyshawn." You gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I did see that."
uh,
yeah.
Yeah,
nah, for sure.
Max just
It's,
be saying stuff, bro. He just be talking.
yeah, I mean,
But
you gotta respect Max a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We know
yeah.
his shit here and there, but I think he missed the mark on that one. It's gonna be Tank for sure.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of good defensive boxers, our boy Shakur Stevenson, he joined Zuffa. How y'all feel about that? They building up a nice little stable over there. Connor Ben over there, Berlanga over there, Hutchinson over there, Fimo over
Yeah,
there, I think.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So I
TF.
mean, they building up a nice stable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's good
man.
for boxing. I like that they're getting another uh, what would you call it, promotion group going on right now. I think
hmm
Mm-hmm.
we talked about it yesterday, Fonzie. They're trying to convert it into
Like a
like a
league.
separate league or something like yeah. But
They
I
trying to make
definitely
it
like
like
it as
UFC.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I like it as a new promotional group. I
hmm
like that they got some good names and some heavy hitters on there too. Um, and man, boxers love getting paid, so I mean, why not? Turkey and Dana over there, so Turkey love paying the boxers, so Shakur
Yeah,
going over there was just kind of the right move. So
Yeah, all that chicken definitely come from Turkey because Dana don't like paying nobody.
right,
Them
man,
MMA
bro.
fighters, boy,
It kind of make
it's
you wonder.
rough being an MMA fighter.
Yeah, bro. It make you wonder like what the follow up is gonna be for some of these fighters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Shakur Stevenson go out do his thing. He completes his contract. What's that follow up contract gonna look like? You know what I mean? Like,
hmm
Mm-hmm.
cause Dana, I don't know, brother. He kind of stingy with the funds, and he make all that money, dog.
Yeah.
he
T-
definitely is stingy, but I like that what Turkey and what kind of Dana does with the UFC also is. you gotta fight. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You're not ducking nobody um, while being on a certain promotional group. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I think this would be definitely good for Shakur because I think he just always gets downplayed because he don't fight nobody. So I
Hmm.
Hmm.
think just him being added to this group can just be like, all right, you're gonna be our breadwinner, our main fighter, and we're gonna take you to these big fights. So I think that would be good for them.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
bro. He definitely has a chance to be the face of the brand, which is, going to be a first for Shakur Stevenson. But it's nice though,
Hmm.
man. You know what I mean? That's a hell of a signing, in my opinion. Um,
Yeah.
and he's gonna have tons of main event opportunities. Heavy marketing investment. So, um, and hopefully he'll have more influence over his matchmaking too, being over there at Zuffa, maybe a little bit more control. You know, but who knows? We gonna see.
Yeah, the one difference between Zuffa and the UFC is for the MMA fighters, they don't have nowhere better to go, really.
Hmm.
For boxing, bro, I could leave and just go make my own fights, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you get everybody over to Zuffa and there's nobody for me to fight, and you say we not gonna let them fight you, then that's different. But for the most part, I could just dip and I could just go fight Devin Haney,
Hmm.
really. So that's gonna be interesting to see with Dana not having that power because for MMA, UFC is the pinnacle.
Yeah. Very
For
true.
boxing,
Yeah.
you can just do your own thing really if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So who?
You,
So y'all think Shakur the top dog over there?
yeah, him or Conor Ben, I think. I mean, those are two big names, I think,
I think
in my
Yeah.
Shakur
opinion.
beat Conor Ben ass.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's interesting, man. I think I don't know, John. Like I think if it go to distance, I could see Shakur maybe outscoring him. But Conor
Hmm.
Ben bring a different type of aggression, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got a different type of power too. You know what I mean? So, he attacks, bro. And that's why I'm a huge fan of Conor Ben, because I like how he brawl. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if, you
Yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm.
but Shakur is a surgeon, so he might pick that shit apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Hmm.
it could go either way, in my opinion. They're both experienced and they're both really good at what they do. So, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
because I mean,
I'll give Shakur that nod on that one.
I think it become discouraging once you can't hit somebody after a
Hmm.
while, and then especially if Shakur answers back every time he miss, you gonna start questioning yourself.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then they gonna tell
yeah.
you, well, you down on the scorecards. Then you gonna get desperate and start putting
Hmm.
yourself out there, and that's when you make mistakes.
That's what Tio did.
Very true.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep,
that's
He
the
that's
got it.
same thing.
He exhausted
that's
The
himself
only
out.
person that don't matter to is Tank. Tank don't care
Yeah.
when he be down.
hmm
Yeah. Because he got knockout power. That's the only
Yeah,
thing about Stevenson. He does not have knockout power.
nah, he don't.
Like all his fights go to the distance. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He doesn't. Nah.
But like he ain't got knockout power, but he's so skilled, bruh. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
the way he pick apart fighters, and you can see that frustration building because they can't do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? He'll break apart their game plan. So I give it to Shakur. I still think I enjoy watching him do his thing, even though we know it ain't gonna end in no knockout. It's gonna go to distance, but it's still gonna be cool to watch.
Right.
Speaking of his fight style, how y'all feel about what Shannon Sharp had to say?
I agree with him. I agree with Shannon Sharp. Because his fights, like I think we were just saying, it's boring at some points, but it, like Fonzie said, it's entertaining how surgical he could be within that ring. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think one of his last fights, I think Turkey shrunk the ring purposely so they can engage in more fights. Pretty much he dances around trying to pick you apart.
hmm
And then within boxing, I feel like we gon' you should stand there and fight. Truthfully, you know what I mean? I think that's a
Yeah.
lot of what a lot of fighters are scared of.
Yeah. I could see that,
So,
man. I think for me personally, bro, I like I don't know. I feel like if you don't really keep up with boxing, then all
Hmm.
you want to see is brawls and knockouts. But
Right.
if you a real spectator of the sport, you're gonna appreciate the art of dancing. You know what I mean? And so
Hmm.
I feel like I said before, man, like, yeah, I would love to see Shakur knock more people out, bro, but I do enjoy watching him literally break fighters down the way he do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I think I can understand where Shannon's coming from, but also Shannon kind of lost me because he ain't watching none of Shakur fights. Everything he's saying is based off of what he hears. You know what I mean? How you gonna argue with that
That
man
is, yeah,
about
that's true.
what he does and you won't even watch him do it? You know what I'm saying? So that's where that's where Shannon kind of lost me. But his opinion is his opinion at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He is going off of what.
There's this dude that's on IG. I forgot what his name was, but he made a good point. He said Shakur was right and wrong at the same time. He's right because um like boxing, you're not supposed to just sit there and get hit. Boxing, you're supposed to hit and not get hit. Right? That's
Hmm.
what boxing is. Where he was wrong is that stuff is good for, like you said, for people that watch boxing and love boxing, because that's what we want to see. But for the
Right.
casual fan, they want to see knockouts and stuff, and the casual fan outweighs us. It's way more casual fans than it is people that study boxing, like boxing. They looking for, okay, how do he outthink him? What is he doing when he back up? How's he hitting the body? It's more people.
Mm,
It's more casual fans who want to see like Tank, right? They want to see like the Mexican style boxing where they just sit there and chunk them.
Yeah.
mm,
So and that's something I agree with. Like
yeah.
Shannon's wrong because Shannon don't he didn't do no homework. You're not watching none of his fights,
Right.
Hmm.
but he's right where like the casual fan is gonna want to see them like brawl more. But
Hmm.
Shakur is what a boxer is supposed to be.
Yeah. Very true.
So like that's the difference between like when Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was knocking people out, but he was taking
Hmm.
too many hits. He didn't like that.
Right.
Hmm.
So when he became Money Mayweather, he became more defensive.
Hmm.
But he started out his career giving people the business.
Right. Hmm.
And then when he switched over, it was, well, now you can't hit me, so it don't matter because I'm undefeated. What can you do?
Right.
I
So he
think
already
too.
had
That's
people wanting
why.
to watch him.
Right. I think too. That's why. When he switched styles, man, nobody. I don't feel like too many people knocked Floyd Mayweather when he switched styles.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he also had proven prior to switching styles that he could finish fights, knock people out. You know what I mean? And then he switched styles, and
Yeah,
I think that's why people give Shakur such a hard time is because he ain't known to do that, right? He's only known to
yeah.
be that that picture perfect boxer. He ain't known to get down and dirty and gritty. So I think that's the reason why Floyd get that love across the board for both styles, all the styles. And Shakur he get a lot of flack. So, but that's my guy.
As far as like people talking about Floyd, I think it's different because like when I used to
Shit.
go to fight parties, people did used to hate, but
Hmm.
it was like a split room. But back then we didn't have social media. Now on social
Right.
media, people just be talking.
Hmm.
They just say whatever. Sometimes they say stuff they don't even mean. They just say it just to say it to rage bait people.
Right.
Mm,
Or they hear
So I
somebody
think
else
that's
say
the
it
difference
too.
between then and now. Like back then, people did buy the fights to see if somebody could knock out Floyd.
Hmm.
That was like, bro, is this gonna be when he lose? Shane Mosley when he got hit,
Yeah.
and people was like, oh yeah, bro, this gonna be the one. And
mm,
then Mosley got worked after that. But
mm,
I think there was that. It was kind of the same. Like we want to see, but they already had animosity towards him. And then the other difference is Shakur don't talk like Floyd talk.
Hmm.
that's true.
Shakur a little bit more humble than Floyd. Floyd be talking crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And he built
yeah.
up the whole persona, right? He Money Mayweather. He throwing the money. He got all the females. Like so, he built his stuff up.
Yeah.
Shakur kind of just box and then he kind of just be chilling, really.
Hmm.
I mean, he do to a degree, man. What I will say about about Shakur in comparison to like Floyd and like um how vocal they are is Floyd Mayweather, man. I think he was more of like a he's more like a big Showtime boxer, right? Like a lot of the things he
Hmm.
do
Mm-hmm.
is to bring fans to watch his fights. You know what I mean? And it's to gain more traction and more attention, through media and things like that. With Shakur literally, I think Shakur just want to be the best boxer, bro. Because you notice
Yeah.
Yeah.
after fights, Shakur hop in the ring and get into the winner face and be like, "I'm on next." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
it's not so much like him hopping on social media and talking, or going in the media day and I'm the best ever. I'm the best ever. I got this money. Look at me. It's more or less like, bro, I want to be the best boxer, and I think everybody's scared of me. So somebody
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
win a belt and Shakur hop in the ring and be like, let me get next. You know what I mean? So I think that
Yep.
that I think that's the difference between how vocal they are. And then Shakur, he's bigger on defending, right? Like the Shannon Sharp situation, right? Or like when he went on that show, that talk show, and he was talking to Conor Ben, right? He was defending, right? It's more like,
Mm-hmm.
let me break down to you why I'm the best and why I'm gonna beat you. This is that and the other. Like this ain't. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
doing this for show. I don't care about what anybody else say. I care about what the boxer in front of me got to say, and if you hear me. So that's why I really like the way Shakur carries himself.
I
I
think he
wasn't
did
too.
good when he was talking to Shannon. I think Shannon
I
was
think
getting more
so.
heated than Shakur was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Like, come on, Shay, you let him bait you into that. And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah,
and Shannon, he old school, so he felt like Shakur was calling him a hoe, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
He
so
started bringing up street fighting and stuff like that. So
yeah, bruh.
yeah.
yeah,
Ain't no Street Fighter. That stuff don't matter either. You finna get knocked out.
Right.
yeah.
Like you about 60 years old. You can't.
He finna.
You versus
I
a
don't care
fighter.
how much bigger you is than him. You gonna get tired
Right.
out and get punched
Yeah,
on.
Right.
yeah.
Come on,
You
we
just
don't
go.
want to see that
You just go.
anyway, Come on, Shay
Right. You just
Shay.
gonna be in there grabbing.
Not at
Yep.
all. Not at all. We don't want to see that, man.
Going to the topic of or not Keyshawn, Shakur going into the ring and challenging all these fighters. Who do you think could possibly be his next fight, or who do you think is gonna kind of finally sign the paperwork to actually fight him? Because that, like you said, he is actually going into the ring and asking all these people to fight, fight, fight.
Hmm.
But kind of the conversation is a topic for a couple weeks, and it kind of just simmers down, and then
It
it
just
all goes
dwindles
away.
out.
So
Hmm.
yeah, so I wonder like for me, I wonder who he's gonna fight, and I want to see who you guys think he's gonna fight next too.
Cause we've been waiting on that Haney fight,
Hmm.
Hmm.
so I don't know if we actually gonna get that or not. That would be, I think, for Haney, that'll be his biggest fight unless he fights Ryan Garcia again.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know. I think that's the one I would want to see because I was excited to see him versus Teal, but I thought it was gonna be a better fight. Um, but that's kind of what he does anyway. He kind of make people look less than what they are.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, who did he just hop in the ring with? What's
Uh,
old buddy name?
you talking about buddy with the dreads, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
Foster.
He Foster.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Yeah.
I
I
can
think
I could see that fight happening, but I can honestly see the Conor Ben versus Shakur Stevenson fight
that's
happening
that's
next.
yeah,
that's what
they
I
might
was
I
gonna
set that
think
say.
up too.
Yeah.
I think they might set that up because both of them are now signed to Zuffa, so
Hmm.
that might
Mm-hmm.
be one of their like next big main fights they can kind of promote and kind of put them on the map for that stuff. So I definitely could see that fight being lined up next for both of them,
Hmm.
either within this quarter or next quarter.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
And I think
that'll
that
be
would be
cool
huge
though.
for the brand.
yeah.
Yeah. That should be. They should make that their biggest fight, just to
Hmm.
be like the launch,
Yeah.
like here we are type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They can have Ryan and Teal on the co-main event for that fight. I think that'll
Hmm.
be
Yeah.
two, like that'll be a stacked card, you know what I mean? And they can add other up and coming fighters also. So that'll be definitely a good fight, or fight card at least.
Yeah.
The one thing I do like is that people aren't getting wrote off for losing one fight.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing for a minute. If you lost your O, they would just call you a bum.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody called Fimo a bum for losing. He got a couple of losses.
Because I think he's finally like he's doing what other people are not doing, stepping up to the plate and actually fighting now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People
People
are
still want to see Ryan Garcia.
that is true, but it's like everybody's scared to lose, like you said, lose their O. So
Mm-hmm.
Tio's like, man, I'll fight anybody. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a boxer at the end of the day, so I think that's what the sport needs to is more people willing to fight. That's what I really want to see is
Yeah.
people not being scared to fight each other and stuff like that.
Speaking of other boxers, how did y'all feel about that Boots fight? I thought it was a good
I,
fight.
I did too. I did too. I thought he could have got him out earlier than the seventh round. I think Boots
Mm.
he kind of lays back at some points and he gets hit a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because like I think he dropped Zayas in the first round, and then the second round kind of looked rocky for Boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just sustained after that, and then kind of turned back up in the fifth round. But I really like Boots. Boots is one of the fighters I like up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually glad that he won. It was definitely an entertaining fight. So
Phonze, how you
Yeah.
feel?
Man, I thought it was a pretty good fight. You know, um, you got to give it to Zayas, man. That boy got a 10 on him, don't he?
he
Mm-hmm.
do.
He got a 10 on him, you know what I mean? Because, Boots he ain't no Rudy Poo. He got some power, you know?
Hmm.
And so I was wondering, I'm like, man, either Boots' power ain't what we thought it was, or this Zayas dude just really got a 10 on him, But I thought it was a good fight for Boots, man. And, Boots, I agree with Key. Like, he is one of the fighters that I got my eye on. And I want to see Boots in the conversation more often. I want to see him getting big fights. You know what I mean? Because I think he deserved it. I like Boots, so I thought it was a good performance for him, and I think I don't think it was his best fight, but
Hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
I think he still held his own, man. He still did solid. You know what I mean?
I think that's my favorite fight I've seen from him, just because, like you said, he didn't get him out of there, and Zayas wasn't backing down. So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
he low key, like, he had to, like, grind it out. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And Zayas was landing some shots.
He
Mm-hmm.
was.
So yeah, so that's why I like that fight, because now we know, like, if it come down to it, like, Boots gonna get in there. You know what I mean? You
Hmm.
can't just try to put him down early. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
Right.
So, and we know he could take a punch. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, Zayas did pretty good. That fifth round, he had got knocked down, I think, early 2 minutes or a little bit under
mm-hmm.
2 minutes. And he pretty much stayed in there the whole entire time, being
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
gassed and kind of somewhat dazed and confused too. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a question on, like how you said, his punching power of Boots. Like it wasn't something that we thought it was, or he kind of been gassed too, because
Mm-hmm.
it's fifth round. So. But it definitely was a good fight that Zayas was able to stay in there for as long as he did. Um, but I
Yeah.
definitely like that fight a lot.
Sometimes when people get put down early, if they make it back to their corner, they get a second win,
Yeah.
and then they feel like they could adjust to the power. Now that
Mm-hmm.
don't work for everybody,
Hmm.
but you know what I mean. Sometimes that is what happens. Like, they'll get in trouble, and then they'll go sit down. They'll catch their breath, and then once they felt it, they're like, "Oh, it's not that bad," or
Hmm.
they start to defend. They start to defend better. Um, and I think that might be what happened. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, we seen, uh, like when Wilder put down, what's OG, the Gypsy King,
Tyson Fury.
Fury.
Tyson Fury. Yeah.
When he put Fury down, Fury got back up, bro. Deontay Wilder's power didn't matter no more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Because
in the
they
second
didn't.
fight, Deontay power didn't matter.
Yeah.
It felt
Like
like
you
he
said,
just
all it
got
takes
used
is
to it.
one. Yeah. It takes one to get the little cobwebs out and kind of get the
Mm-hmm.
nervousness out of you. and it's just like, oh, okay, now I can really fight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you're not anticipating no more. You already felt
Yeah.
it, like you said. So
Yeah. Andre Ward, one of his last fights, he got put down early, and then he came back and just made adjustments, and then he ended up winning the fight.
hmm
So sometimes that happens. Sometimes, bro, it ain't nothing you could do. You get put down early, and then you finish that first round, come back, and then get knocked out anyway.
Yeah.
right.
So I think it just depends on the fighter. Um, but who would y'all want to see Boots fight?
What weight class he is in?
So, so, because I know when Key had sent me some notes on this, it was between what
Mm.
was the two keys, Sebastian Fundora and Virgil Ortiz, right?
And Ortiz, yeah,
Oh yeah,
So
I,
if if it's one of them two, man, I think that I think Virgil Ortiz will be the fight that people want to see, man. I think
yeah,
hmm
that's gonna be a squabble. You know what I mean? So um, I'm gonna say Virgil Ortiz.
as as a fan, and I wish it would have happened. I understand why it didn't happen, but as a
hmm
fan, I always wanted to see Boots fight Terrence Crawford. I love Terrence Crawford, but
yeah,
Yeah,
I rock with Boots too. So as a fan, that was always a fight I wanted to see. I understood why it didn't happen, but
hmm
that was just something like, damn, bro. It's like if we could have got that matchup, like Boots at his peak versus Terrence Crawford at his peak,
hmm
hmm
like that would have been clean. That's something you
that would
talk
have been
about
clean.
like afterwards.
That would have been clean for sure. But hey, maybe he'll fight Errol.
Boy,
I can
Errol
see that
don't
too.
look good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe.
I gotta see Errol on fight night because
Yeah,
like watching him like do the pads and go through training and stuff, he don't look the same no more.
it's that fight versus Crawford that kind of took it out of him. I think.
hmm
And did y'all see what he said about his trainer?
No, I didn't see
He's
it. No.
he said his
yeah.
trainer didn't have nobody to spar with him southpaw. He said he didn't bring in no
Mm,
left hand fighters. He didn't do no sparring. He said he barely held mitts for him.
hmm
yeah.
So I was like, bro, what the fuck? He said he just didn't have him ready, and then he
hmm
went out there and got whooped on.
Yeah, you got
And Spence was the man back then. You know
yeah.
Yeah,
what I
he
mean?
was.
And then he been out all this time, and then now I don't know. He don't look loose when he in there. Like he looked tight, and he looked like he's second guessing everything.
hmm
hmm
And that's him hitting pads. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it was just that video I saw. Maybe he don't always look like that, and I hope he don't, bro. Because to me, Errol Spence nice. Like just because you got whooped on by Crawford don't mean you weak.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
So I'm hoping he bounced back. I think boxing need Errol Spence,
hmm
Yeah. We'll
and then you
see.
get Errol Spence versus Boots. That would be nice if Errol Spence is the old Errol Spence. That's raw.
hmm
Hey man, couple tune-up
Well,
fights,
definitely.
man.
Yep.
Well, he got a fight next week or the 25th versus
Mm-hmm.
Tim Su. So I think that'll be a good kind of judgment to see how he is, and
hmm
possibly if they could set up that fight versus Boots. That'll be a good fight too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully
But
we get old Errol Spence. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
So
I,
we
I,
just
I
gotta
re-
see who
I-
show up.
right. I really want to see that Boots versus Fedora. I think that'll be a definitely good fight, but I think it'll be really challenging for Boots because I think the height for him would
Mm-hmm.
definitely get to him because
hmm
Fedora is very tall.
Six
So
Yeah.
six.
and yeah, and he's a like a real fighter too.
hmm
So
Yeah. 6'6" is
um,
crazy.
yeah, and what Boots is only, I think Boots is like less than 6 feet. So
Yeah. He's definitely shorter than 6 foot.
He
yeah,
got
he's
to
only
be.
5'10".
See?
So yeah, that height difference can definitely make a difference for him. So
And
that's one
he probably
fight
gonna have
I
to
kind of
eat some
like.
punches to get in.
Yeah, that can
Yeah,
And
that's
also
true.
open up the body a lot too for him too.
Yep.
So
yep.
because Fedora's not that, he's not that lean. So
But you
I
don't want
would,
to take too many from him though. That's a
right.
big boy to be getting
Yeah.
hit.
Very
Yeah,
true.
no,
So
it's
yeah,
it's it's tough too, man. Because if Fedora footwork is right, like even boots get inside, bro, it still might not work in his favor. Because if Fedora got the footwork, he could bounce out. You know what I mean? And it's like them strides is crazy. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, it's gonna be a challenge
Hmm.
for boots for sure. You know, it ain't impossible, but it's gonna be a challenge. So, and I think that fight actually would do that fight against Fedora would benefit his career more, right?
I think so too. Yeah.
Let's see.
yeah, that'll be
Wouldn't that
good
make him
for him.
unified? Yeah,
If he wins that
unification.
one, yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I think Virgil, it
yeah.
would, that'd be a really good super fight. But I think that you know, if he doing it for his career, man, he might have to fight Fundora, man, and get that
Yeah.
out the way, you know. So
We'll see. If Boots is the man now. He hold the cards at the moment, so we'll see what he want
Hmm.
to do. I mean, we
Very
might get
true.
both.
I could see both definitely happen.
We might
hmm
Ortega,
end up getting both fights.
first fight, he wins that, go on and fight Fedora. I think I could see that
Yeah,
happening.
he might take
yeah,
the money fight first, and then go and then unify all the belts.
hmm
Right.
So we'll see. Speaking of young killers, how'd y'all like that Mason fight?
I don't know. That one was a little rocky for me. I mean, I'm a huge Abdullah Mason fan. He's like, besides Boots, he's definitely one of my favorites also. But I had him losing the first 6 rounds.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And that early stoppage, I think that was kind of bogus in my opinion.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
So because he definitely he needed a knockdown and or a knockout to kind of solidify the win.
hmm
But if he would have got the knockout and won the round, I think he would have won for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
them kind of early stoppage kind of weighed on me a little different because I felt like they're kind of waiting for him to win. You know what I mean?
hmm
So
Yeah.
he's very exciting to watch, but he gotta protect himself a little bit more too, because
Yep.
he's very aggressive, but he doesn't protect himself. So that's the only thing
yeah.
that I don't like about Abdullah.
What you think, Fonzie?
I think, yeah, bro. I got Mason losing the first 6 rounds of that fight. Um, I think Abdullah. I agree with Key, bro. He needs to be more careful with his aggression, bro, because work on that defense a little bit because man, he gonna get in the ring with somebody that's gonna have some real power. They land the shot,
Hmm.
and it's like, man, you know what I mean? It's like you don't want to see that from Mason, bro, because he is the future of the sport, in my opinion. I think all of his brothers,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
they are the future of the sport, man. So I think they need to hone down on his defense. I mean, he can attack, bro. He's got power. He can knock you down and things like that, bro. Now I think it's time to start working on that defense a little bit. You know what I mean? And working on that counter. So
Yeah, definitely that too.
yeah, but I think it was a bad
Yeah.
stop. Um, I didn't like the stop at all. Shout out to Bell, man, for being so humble about it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, bro. I'd have been pissed about that stoppage. But you can't control what the refs do. They're gonna make their decisions based on what they got at the time. So, but I still had Abdullah pulling that fight off though, regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would have been close
Mhm.
for sure. It didn't even seem like it was really a knockdown. It kind of looked like a slip to
Right,
me.
right.
So I was kind of surprised that the ref waved it off. He was getting kind of banged up towards in the I think the 10th and 11th round.
hmm
But going
Lots
into
of
that 12th, it
holds.
was super early.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super early in the 12th, so I thought if they was gonna let him at least get to the count and then kind of wipe him off and then let him keep going, but they didn't even really start the count, so it was kind of weird. So
hmm
Yeah. I think they need to pull back his aggression now while he's still
hmm.
young. Um, and work on not getting hit so much and then countering because it only take one time for your power not to work for you, and then people stop being scared
Hmm.
hmm
because you get in there and then A, we don't want to see him get knocked out, but B, we don't want to see him just get outscored and then he lose, and then somebody be like, "Bro, his power really wasn't that," and then everybody start thinking his power not that. And sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes you get exposed, and you're not the boogeyman no more,
Right.
right? Like we talked about Deontay Wilder earlier. All of a sudden, he wasn't knocking people out no more.
Mm-hmm.
His power ain't go away. People just wasn't scared no more. They was just eating them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they
I
found
think.
they could just outbox him.
Yeah.
We only got to watch out for that one punch. You know what I mean? There was that
Yep,
fear factor
facts.
before. That fear factor not in there no more. And then now they just like, bro, all we have to do is outbox him.
Mm-hmm.
All we have to worry about is the fatal punches. I can eat his jab, but when that cross or that hook come, I just gotta get out the way.
Yep.
So
Very
that's
true.
where that's not what we want to see. So pull his aggression back now and teach him when to use his aggression, and then when to just work or when to
Yeah.
bait, when to fake. Like they just letting him go wild at the moment.
I think that's what what his dad was saying in his corner during those rounds, those first 6 rounds. I
Boy,
think he
just
was
don't
kind of
listen.
telling it. Yeah, I think he wasn't kind of just listening. I think he was kind of trying to go for that home run hit. And his dad was just kind of telling him like you need to kind of slip and throw that jab and kind of throw your uppercut a little bit more. And that's why he kind of started going to the body too a little bit. His dad was
Mm-hmm.
telling him like, hey, go to the body's open, blah blah blah. So yeah, definitely can if he listens a little bit more and protect himself, I think he can
Mm-hmm.
definitely go far in boxing.
Yeah, he just got to slow down. He know to attack the body. Everybody
Hmm.
knows take the body out, and the head gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Like he know that though. That's simple stuff.
Yeah,
He just be in the moment, and he
yeah,
got to get out of that. He got to break that habit.
yeah. He's just a young cat because he likes to stand there and fight. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
think I really like him a lot too because he's very exciting. He gonna stand there and fight with you. He
Yep.
gonna stand in the middle of the ring. Let's stand in the middle of the ring and fight in the phone booth. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
but you can definitely get hit a lot too.
On a lighter note, y'all see my boy AB losing that gut?
Man, he did that in like a week too, bro.
Boy,
Yeah,
quick.
He did that quick, bro.
it's
See
that
what?
boxer in him. He know how to
See,
do it.
see what happened when you lock in though? Like, man,
Mm-hmm.
shit, that boy's
Yeah,
strict too.
very
What
true.
he say? He going to sleep earlier. He drinking water.
Yep.
He eating meal preps. Man, he forcing himself to run.
Hmm.
And it's like, man, you coming back. Basically, he coming back from the grave doing all that. And you see what it's doing for him.
And he
I
don't even
love it,
got to
Yeah,
bro.
fight. Dean got to fight,
Yep,
yeah.
I love it.
and
He said,
he said he got to do it for himself.
yeah. He said he's using his 45 days to kind of lock in to get back in the groove
Mm-hmm.
of things. And then Dean will fight, and then he's saying after Dean fights, he'll probably try to set something up to try
Yep.
to fight. So hopefully he can set something up and somebody will take on a fight with him because that'll be very exciting to see AB back in the ring,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yep.
putting it back together. So
The real AB.
yeah, the real
Not the
AB.
AB we seen in his last few fights, but the real AB. That'll
Yeah.
be
Yep.
good. Cause he had all the talent. He had everything you needed from a boxer.
Oh, for sure.
Like if AB was here right now, AB would be the man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just let life get to him. I think his trainer passed, and
Hmm.
then
Yep.
he just don't listen to nobody. Cause even Shakur and them was asking him like, bro, please stop drinking.
Hmm.
Like you gotta take care of yourself, and they was genuinely worried for him. You know what I mean? But
Right.
it's good to see though, because that's how you know he was different. The way he
Yeah.
bounced back, like he was training like for real,
Hmm.
and
Yep.
doing that, having that long of a layoff, he ain't fought in how long? That boy had a big old beer belly.
Actually,
It's been
what,
like
2
at
years
least
ago?
5+ years.
No, I think it
Mm-hmm.
was. Didn't he have a fight
Oh,
2 years ago?
I think he did in 2023.
Yeah,
See.
and to see him be able to do that stuff that he doing right now, and to just have the mentality, that's really all it is. He just got the
Yeah.
mentality. And
Yeah.
he knew exactly what to do, how to work his way back into everything. He said, I'm not going to, start off doing 5 miles. Let me do my 2. And then now he picked it up. I mean, he gonna get there. That boy
Yeah,
Yeah,
told
he
his
fought.
mom he as sober as her.
yeah,
Yeah, he fought last time in 2024.
Mm-hmm. See? So yeah,
yeah.
I think he
No,
gonna make it through the 45. I think he gonna be
I think he
good.
is.
The 45 days.
I think he
Yeah,
is. I
he
think. Yeah,
yeah, he said and he said that one thing that was shocking to me that had said he was like as a boxer, you should be able to know how to drop 10 pounds per week.
Mm-hmm.
So 45 days, I mean, that's what, 40 pounds, 50 pounds by then? That's
Yeah.
crazy if you could drop all that. Because I'm pretty sure he at least like 230 at least right now,
Yeah. If not more.
if not
yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah. Probably like a solid 230. Huh? How big is AB, bro?
Yeah, he's only his fighting weight was at 147. Uh,
I think when he get out, he gonna be like 190.
we gonna fight at 190
No,
Yeah,
he not
like
gonna fight
he.
at 190.
Yeah, I know,
But
I
I'm
know.
saying when he get out of this though, he gonna be 190.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
That's good, bro. To
Man,
to
he fight again, bro. I'm gonna be excited, bro.
yeah. He's
With the
five
Jew.
six,
He 5'6".
yeah, see. Nah, he
five
probably
six.
if he 5'6", he probably was like 220.
Yeah, he fought
Damn.
in a super featherweight at 130. He fought at 130, 135, 140, and 147.
Yeah, so he probably gonna be done after this 45 days. He'll probably be like 180-ish, and
Hmm.
then he'll probably keep going, get to like 170, and then that'll be like his walk around weight, and then he'll cut to like 140, probably like 150.
Hmm.
So he'll probably fight somewhere around there.
Mm.
You think a fight that he would take on, you think it'll be a real fight or like more so like an exhibition fight, an
Nah,
exhibition
I
style,
think it's gonna be a real fight, but it's gonna be against a bum though.
probably.
Because
Mm.
he already said he needs a tune-up fight. Because
Oh yeah, for
they asked him
sure.
about Ryan Garcia. I think Ray J asked him,
Mm,
and he said he wouldn't fight Ray J, or not Ray J. He wouldn't fight Ryan Garcia right away.
yeah.
He said he would have to fight somebody else. So it's gonna be some cab driver, but
You know would be a tune-up. You know what would be a good fight for him? It would be
hmm,
Dean. Him and Dean should fight. I just looked up Dean is 5'6" also, and he typically fights between the 132 to 145 range.
he gonna beat the
I
shit
don't
out of
think
Dean.
Dean.
Dean
I
ain't
was
never
about to
gonna talk to
say,
him
bro.
again.
That it's not a good matchup, brother. Because
It's not, but it's like at least a fight. You know what I mean?
nah,
Because like you
yeah,
saying he gonna
it's
fight
a tune-up.
a cab driver, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Who could he realistically fight that's gonna like at least put some type of? That's what I'm saying. They could just put that as like an exhibition match, not like a
Yeah,
real
yeah.
professional match. Because I don't even. Dean is not even. Is he still in like amateur or is he a pro fighter
I
already?
think
No,
I
he's a
think this
pro.
fight's supposed to be a pro fight.
Yeah,
Oh
he's a
wow.
pro.
Hmm.
Yeah, he just fought one of the.
That's why AB been on him.
He fought. I think his last fight he lost to one of the Vargas brothers.
Hmm.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and all three of
That's
them
why
is
AB been
pro.
on him so much because he like stopped training like you an amateur fighter and train like a pro.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I think I'm gonna watch the Dean fight though.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
When
Yeah,
is it? Let me see.
I think I'm gonna watch. They did a good job with the whole streams, bro. Him and AB linking together, that was smart. They damn
It's
near
saying
on the internet at the moment.
who do you know who he's fighting next? Dean?
Nah, I
Hmm.
forgot they said it before, but it was somebody I didn't know.
I'm trying to
Uh,
Google
oh wait,
it.
let me see. I think I seen it. I just had to go on the Zone's website. Dave Fogarty. Oh no,
So
that might have
I
been
don't know who that is.
it might I think this is like a two-part fight number two between them.
Hmm,
I don't know.
I don't
On
know.
the zone.
It might be DAZN, one of those like Friday night DAZN fights.
Yeah,
For sure, not a full fight on Saturday.
To get back to some active boxers, how y'all feel about that Rolly versus Teo fight?
That'll be a good fight too. I'm excited that they're setting that up. I think I got Rolly on that. Rolly's very skilled.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he's been showing up the past couple fights. So I think Rolly could take him. Tio.
I hate how Rolly fights. I'm gonna keep it 100.
I
I do
I
not
hate
like
his
how Rolly fights.
yeah, I hate his sound effects every time he hits. It's super annoying, but yeah, I
I don't like
definitely
his
agree
fight
with you.
style,
Yeah,
but Rolly does have power. So
yeah.
I think Teo could outbox him, but
hmm
Rolly can apply that pressure, and he could get some power punches on him. It's gonna be a long night
Yeah.
for Teo. But I think Teo could outbox him though.
Yeah, I think Teo can outbox him.
Yeah, I'm personally me. I'm not a fan of Rolly.
Yeah, same. I mean, I like him, but not somebody I would kind of gravitate towards too, also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, not really a fan of them. Anthony Joshua's fighting. I ain't really an Anthony Joshua fan either.
I didn't even know he was fighting, to be
How y'all
Same
honest
feel
with
here.
you.
about?
Yeah, he fights next week on the same day as Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu, but just different locations.
Mm.
So Anthony
Oh,
Joshua's
wow.
fight will be in the morning, and then Errol Spence's fight will be later on in that night.
Mm.
So does anybody know like what's up with him and Fury?
I think they're supposed to schedule the fight after this fight.
Mm.
So they
Yeah, I
waiting
don't
for
know.
Anthony Joshua to win. But
I think so.
that's the thing with Anthony Joshua. You don't know if he gonna win or not. There's been a bunch of fights he was supposed to win and then Brett lost or got knocked
hmm
out.
Very
He
true.
was supposed to finish Jake Paul early.
That was scripted for sure.
It probably was, but he started trying at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's always something where Anthony Joshua supposed to win and be easy for him.
Yeah, I think we probably should tune into the fight though, because if I if I remember correctly, this is his first fight since his accident, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lost his trainer in that accident,
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yep.
so it's probably something that we should tune into and watch it. Because I don't I ain't gonna lie, like I don't watch a lot of Anthony Joshua fights, so but
hmm
this is one I probably will watch. Just because I feel like the playing field is different.
hmm
So
Yeah, I used to watch some of his fights back then because I thought he was gonna fight Wilder. So I
hmm
was like, let me see what he about. And then I kind of was unimpressed. It's not that he
He's just
can't
big.
fight. He just, yeah, he's big, but he don't use it correctly. I feel like,
Right.
know what I mean?
mhm.
Definitely.
A fight I do think is gonna be good is that Roach fight, him versus Zepeda.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be definitely a good fight.
Mhm.
I think he's using that as a tune-up fight for Tank. Because I
Yeah,
think him and Tank are supposed to. I think that should be the next fight for both of them after next month. The
yeah,
next fight for both of them should be that rematch. I think that rematch is long overdue, and I mean that was a great fight, and we actually need a actual winner in that fight.
yeah. No BS this time. That was
Yeah,
hmm
facts.
honestly, Tank should have lost. That was BS.
Yep. Yeah, Tank took
Yeah,
an
I
L
think so
that
too.
day.
Yeah.
You turned your back. You're not supposed to be able to allow to do that.
Took a
hmm
knee.
Like he should have lost the point. He took a knee. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. And
That's a
stop the fight
knockdown.
to wipe grease out your face too is crazy.
yeah.
Uh,
And
yes.
like Fonzie said, that counts as a knockdown. But for whatever
hmm
reason, all of a sudden it's not. That don't make sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very
That's
interesting.
crazy. So he
Yeah,
should have lost that fight.
I agree. Yeah.
So we'll see. Roach should be mad, and he do deserve a rematch. If you don't,
Well, you
if
know what, too, man?
Tank don't ever give
Roach's
him a
fight
rematch,
after
that's
that was a
BS.
draw.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah, he had back-to-back draws.
Mm-hmm.
So
That one
chip
I've
on his
got no
shoulder.
excuse for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. Hopefully, Tank stay out of trouble. Switching over from boxing to the UFC. UFC coming back to SAC, which I've been asking for, but I don't know about them prices, bro. For the card that we get in, I think the original card was good,
Mm-hmm.
but it looks like a couple of the fights got dropped, or the fighters dropped out, or whatever happened,
Some,
and they moved up prelim fights up to the main card. So it's a lot of people I don't really care to see.
let's see.
Yeah, it's basically a Friday night UFC card on a Saturday. They're trying to make it a main event.
Yeah,
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I definitely agree. I think me and you discussed already the ticket pricing about that. I mean, when they first dropped, I think what we seen, what, 260 for
yep,
upper level,
yep.
and then lower level was in that 450 range. I did look after it dropped for the Gen Pop. It was around 160, still
Mm-hmm.
upper though.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think I'll feel comfortable going, like we said, in that 100 to 120 range, just due to the card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy said he paid 550.
Yeah, that's kind of
Mm.
that's not worth it, honestly.
Ticketmaster got tickets for 240.
Yeah, see, that's not worth it.
Fuck. Trying to see,
Yeah,
bro.
Definitely not worth
I'd
it.
want to see Anthony Hernandez because his wife that's the homie,
242.
and I met him once before. He hella cool, and he a good fighter.
Hmm.
I didn't like his last fight against Strickland. I don't know if he was just nervous or what, but he didn't look himself in that fight. Uh, so it's gonna be a bounce back fight for him, and I'm rooting for him. Hopefully he get the dub,
Yeah.
Hmm.
but I mean I would just be paying just to see him fight.
Right. And I
Because
don't
a
even
lot
think
of
it's
people on that
really,
main card, I don't care.
yeah. There's only what I see so far. There's only seven fights lined up, four on the prelims and three in the main event. So I mean, that's not even really worth the price. Also, you know what I mean?
Two,
Yeah,
250.
250 for only seven fights and four of them prelims. So if they probably add a few more fights, but they probably still are trying to find fights for this event. But
yeah,
they
I
just
think so
haven't
too.
posted it yet. So
Uh, a card that was good was the International Fight Week card. Uh, the main event was a letdown. With Max versus Connor.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
A lot of people were saying that he was hurt before that. They're saying you could tell when he walked. I didn't see it. They could tell when he was doing pad work, but obviously that's after it happened. I
hmm
didn't see none of that when I was watching. So, uh, but Max knew right away. He
yeah,
pointed at him and said, look, bro, he's hurt.
yeah,
Like, why
Yeah.
is you making me sit here and punch him for?
right.
Right.
I
What
didn't
was your
see
initial reactions?
when it first happened. I kind of knew he was hurt also because how Max was kind of standoffish. He was kind of punching
Mm-hmm.
and like looking at the ref like, "Hey, are you gonna do
Yeah,
something?" And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "What is he doing?" I was like, "Oh, McGregor's probably hurt because the way he kind of landed on that knee, it's kind of hard to see it live. But anyway,
yeah,
you land awkwardly on any of your limbs and stuff like that, you can kind of already have a feeling like, oh, that might have hurt him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I didn't know his injury was that extent. I thought that he just kind of tweaked it and kind of just needed to walk it off a little bit.
yeah,
Um, but it was kind of unfortunate because I was anticipating this fight a lot. Um, and just to see it happen so early, it was
mm-hmm.
kind of disappointing. But if it would have happened in like round three or four, I would have been kind of happy. You know what I mean? Like, all right, we got at least a little bit out of it.
Yeah.
But 60 seconds into the round,
Gotta
to
blame
me,
Drake.
it's kind of disappointing. Yeah,
Boy, that boy Drake, bad luck, bro.
That
yeah, he
boy
is.
Drake is awful.
Bruh, horrible
Cuz it's
luck, bro.
bad luck
Never
for
bet on
sure.
me.
Mm-mm.
Right. Y'all think
Um,
there's gonna be a trilogy to this? Max is kind of pulling to try to get a trilogy going.
I
I
think
think it should
so.
be.
Just cause, and Connor said he's gonna come back.
Hmm.
But yeah, when it happened, I was unsure what was going on because I was like, why do he keep slipping?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then Max was looking at him. I was like, oh, he's hurt. But like you said, I didn't know it was that bad.
Hmm.
And then when he tried to plant again and he slipped again, I was like, oh, he's cooked.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He's done, bro. Like, just call it off. If he did, if he did already know he was hurt, he probably just did it so he could get his bread, though. The
probably.
boy said,
And
I need that money.
He made 30 million off this fight, and
And I
then
mean,
Max only made 3 million.
them court fees is expensive, bro. He need that chicken.
Yeah.
That boy fighting them cases up over there.
Man, bro, he
Uh,
fight for his life.
did y'all watch all the fights?
I
Uh,
did, yeah.
mm,
But that choke Patty put on Saint
Hmm.
Denis,
Hmm.
I never even seen that choke before. But the way
Yeah,
he had him locked in, he had his foot on his arm, so he couldn't even move his arm.
right.
Boy,
Yeah, that was crazy.
that was hard. Even though it was quick, the way he did it, I was like, "Ooh, that's clean."
You see when bro woke up, he seen Patty outside the ring and was like, what the fuck happened?"
Yeah.
I was I was cracking up. He looked to the side, he was like, "Oh, damn."
He woke up. He said, "What the?" He looked. He said, "Oh, bruh, I
Yeah.
got choked out."
got
Within
choked
the
out.
first minute too. Yeah, I like Patty too.
Boy.
Patty's definitely a great fighter. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he's entertaining to watch too. How the crowd
Yep.
gets behind him, and it's exciting and it brings a lot of energy. So
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
definitely like him around on these cards too.
for
I like
sure.
the brand he built because Patty don't.
Hmm.
That boy big when he don't got to fight.
Yeah.
He
He
be
dropped
my
so much
size.
weight. Yeah, no, real shit.
That boy
I'm
be
like,
hella big.
damn, bruh, how you do that? I've
Hmm.
dropped weight
Fighters,
before,
bro.
not like that.
They just know. They just understand the body.
Shit,
So
that that shit crazy. The one of the fights, the Kavanaugh fight versus Royval. Bro, I was rooting. I like Royval too, but I was rooting for Kavanaugh. Uh, but he got done up.
Hmm.
Royval started punching on, bruh.
mm,
And then but I think he's gonna bounce back though. I think Kavanaugh has everything he needs to be a champ. I think he's gonna bounce back. I think he's gonna fix all his stuff and then come back. Uh I think he's gonna get a title shot at some point.
Hmm.
The other good fight, King Green versus McKinney.
Yeah.
McKinney was beating the shit out of my boy Green.
Yeah.
Caught.
That they saying that fight was kind of fixed also too.
Yeah.
I don't know
Did
if
you see him after?
yeah, they was all chilling, drinking on the
Yeah.
strip. Because they said that dude I had bet on himself to not go past that round, I think. And that's
mm.
why he
Oh,
kind
he
of
cheating?
yeah, I think so. And they said that Dana's probably gonna look into it and have a conversation with both of them to
I
see
mean,
kind of investigate.
he got no choice. He got to look into
Hmm.
it. That sports
Yeah.
betting hot right now,
Yeah.
and you
Especially
don't
when
want to
you're in
get caught in
the
that.
especially when you're in Vegas, it's like
Mm-hmm.
easy for them to kind of just like, hey, I'm about to put this little money on me, kind of
Yep.
double, triple my money that I'm getting because they obviously they're not the main fight, so they
Mm-hmm.
gonna take they few thousand they gonna get, kind of triple it some.
And that's the wrong card to do it on, though. That's all
Hmm.
eyes on you on the Conor Max
Right,
Holloway card.
right.
If it was fixed the way they went about it, like it should have been more even because McKinney was punching on you, and then
Hmm.
like I said, it looked like he just got caught, and then
Hmm.
it was over.
Yeah.
I think also
Uh,
the referee stopped it a little too early. They knew the round was gonna
I
end.
thought so too, but on the replay, it did kind of look like he went out a little bit.
Yeah, it did. But I think they could
Um,
have. He had like 1 second, but it kind of is like the same thing with the Max and Gaethje fight long like a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But he didn't get stopped, but he knocked out at the last second. But I guess you could. It's kind of similar.
Did you watch the prelims?
I did not know.
You know
I
who
didn't watch.
Gable Stevenson is?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know
He's
who he is. That's
he's
John
like the
Jones' fighter, ain't
wrestler.
it?
Oh yeah, John.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did watch that fight actually. Yeah, the dude that's like tatted up and kind of thick, no homo. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
yeah,
He like the best wrestler, or at least one of the best wrestlers we got.
yeah.
Um, his stand up didn't look bad, but he definitely fought a bum.
Hmm. He
Mm.
did.
Like, I mean, it's cool. It's his first MMA fight,
Yeah.
so it's good. But yeah, bro was definitely a bum. Um, but he did show, like, he showed his boxing, he showed his kicks. He showed that he definitely been working on his stand up.
Hmm.
Other than that, I was kind of unimpressed with everything else.
Mm.
Uh, my girl Tracy Cortez got punched on. I don't never want to see that.
Hmm. I missed her fight.
I never miss her fights. Don't tell Sylph. Uh, anything we ain't hit on?
Man, let's talk about what the menu list gonna be for After Coffee Bake Shop in August. Cause I got to know. You know what I'm saying? I got to know, brother. You know, it's my birthday month. It's my son coming in August. Is I need after Coffee Bake Shop to go crazy in August, bro. I'm just being honest.
We would have to we had to loop in Chelsea, my wife, and see what she got brewing. I don't know anything yet, so
Oh,
I
hey.
have to, I have to ask her. We'll drop the details down in the video.
We gonna get
Um,
Mm-hmm.
a Fonzie special
yeah, you better
for the
go ahead
month
and
of
reach out to
August.
her and tell her a cookie that you like, and she'll probably
Hey,
try to
brother.
whip it together.
Yeah, man. I got some ideas for sure.
Yeah, we need that. We need a Fonzie special cookie for the month of
That's it.
August. We need to do.
Of
Shout out to our
course.
sponsor, After Coffee Bake Shop, bro.
Shit,
Uh,
man. Well, hey, man. Thanks for having me on. I ain't never done a podcast before, so um,
how you feel? You liked it?
this was cool, bro. Like I watch podcasts all day. I just ain't never did one. So, but
Yeah,
it's dope, man. This is a pretty cool experience. So, you know, I look forward to doing it again.
yeah, bro. We appreciate you having you on. Kid, you
Hell
got
yeah.
anything you want to say?
No, I think we're good, man. Appreciate you guys as always.
Yeah, appreciate Fonzie coming on. Until next time, y'all. We out.
Yes, sir.